What's going on, everybody? I'm Brent,
And this is PJ.
and this is the Home Video Hustle.
Hustle.
Now, if you've been a fan of this show and listening to all these episodes, you'll know there's a movie we've been talking about for a while now. It's actually been since the first episode with the Gymkatas.
Yes.
I've been talking about a film called Gymkata, and my Uncle Michael got me a copy of it. Shout out to Uncle Michael once again.
Thank you, Uncle Mike.
And so yeah, Gymkata, man. Was it worth the wait?
This was definitely, I think. See, I don't want to spoil my rating, but This was the best movie that we have watched so far.
Really?
Yes, in my opinion, my personal opinion. This was. Yes, this gave me everything. It gave me the action. It gave me, the little love story and sprinkled in there.
Little keyword.
Yeah, it gave the evil guy. Which I wouldn't consider him evil. Just
he's an asshole.
The asshole. Beat up some niggas and then wound up getting his ass beat. It gave me great joy to watch this movie.
Like, if you want an action movie, you get one, because I swear, like, from 10, 20 minutes in, it's just all action from that point on. Like, in the Pray for Death review, PJ was like, it had action, but it didn't, like, meet the quota. It didn't have, like, it was missing, like, one or two more scenes for him.
Yes. This had it all. This was action nonstop. Even throughout the plot, it was action. It was kept me on my toes, even for 1985. This could come out now and I would still go see this shit. It was pretty good.
So you would go see Gymkata remake or Gymkata 2?
Fuck yeah. They need to do that for real.
Oh man, I don't know. This movie barely got a DVD release, man.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, I found out. I was researching online. I found out the only reason that this movie came out on DVD is because Warner Brothers held a online poll for, like, what movies that are not on DVD would you guys like to see, and this movie won the poll. So if it wasn't for that, it probably would never come out on DVD.
Boo.
Oh, you know what? I take that back, because now that was back then, but nowadays Warner Brothers has this thing called the Archive Collection, and it's basically movies that they know won't sell a lot on the shelf. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if you go on Amazon or you go to that website and order the movie, they'll actually just burn you a copy on the spot and send it to you.
Smart.
So it's like, we're not gonna waste a bunch of money having DVDs all out there. Nobody gonna buy it. We'll just, if you want one, we'll burn it for you and send you on your way. I actually have a DVD from the Archive Collection, and it was the Shaft TV show. Never know about that, did you? Yeah, there was a Shaft TV show. Well, it was actually like 7 or 8 TV movies. So each episode is like movie. So they're like Shaft movies, but for TV. So it's pretty damn cool. I watched them all years ago. It's the same. It's John. I said John Shaft. Damn, it's Richard Roundtree.
Oh, okay.
Still playing
so he
Shaft.
Was actually. Oh.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty cool, man. It was like movies of the week back then or something.
That's hot.
And it's like 8 of them, and because for years I wanted to see them, and one day I just said, let me just see if it's on DVD, and it actually was, and I was like, yo,
there it goes.
There it is.
Give me that.
So now this movie probably would be on DVD. It would probably just be a part of that collection.
Well. But
since it's not a part of that collection, you can find this DVD for like $5 on Amazon.
Damn.
And it's worth $5. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the Archive Collection, is that since it's like print on demand, those DVDs will be like expensive. It's like $15 or something like that.
Damn.
And because I've been like, there's a TV show called Night Court. You ever seen Night Court?
No.
Oh man, Night Court is like a little goofy comedy movie about a judge and the attorneys and all that just doing goofy shit at night, like all the dumb cases that come in at Night Court.
Okay. No, I haven't seen that.
I love it. It's from the 80s. It's they released the first 3 seasons on DVD and they didn't sell that well, so they stopped putting them out. And since they didn't sell well, those DVDs were for like $10.
Damn.
$8. Like I got legit. I got the first season for $3.99. I got the other 2 seasons for like $10.
Damn.
Right.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But see, with the Archive Collection, since it's print on demand, now every season now is like $25 and up. So I don't have those yet.
That's so smart.
They killing the game with that one, man.
Yeah, you want it here. We got it.
Because there's multiple movies on there. Like, there's movies they got in that collection that will be on this show. So I will be getting some one day.
Damn. That's hot.
Mm-hmm.
That's hot.
But, yeah, back to Gymkata, though. I lost track there for a second.
Yeah, right.
Gymkata, like Pete said, from 1985. Hour and 30 minutes that go by real quick.
Yeah, they do.
Directed by Robert Klaus. Do you know who that is?
No idea.
All right, well, he directed such movies as Game of Death.
Oh.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
Yep, he made that.
Oh,
Black Belt Jones.
never heard of that.
Black exploitation karate movie with Jim Kelly.
Oh, see, no, don't
I
know
got
that
it
one.
upstairs. I have
Okay.
it. We watched that one day.
Okay.
And then the big one,
Drum roll, please. Okay.
Enter the Dragon.
Oh,
Yeah. The guy that made
Oh.
Gymkata made Enter the Dragon.
you don't say.
For sure. Dead serious.
That's like a mind blowing moment right there.
It's-
I can see similarities in Enter the Dragon now that you say that.
There's a lot of action in
And-
both movies.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can tell this
it's
director likes his action.
Yeah. Touche. What's his name?
Robert Klaus.
Robert Klaus. Yes, you get a round of applause from me, Robert Klaus.
And I think, I'm not sure. I think he made the, what is his name? It's a fucking, I think it's Cynthia Rothrock, this like action chick from the 90s. She does these movies, I think, called China O'Brien. And it's like this like women, like chick action movie. And I think he made those too. I need to look that up, but I can't find those movies. Like, I think they're on VHS tape, but even the VHS tape, I remember I saw it years ago and it was expensive. I need to get those movies because those are definite contenders for this show.
Damn.
The first one and the second one.
Okay.
So I think,
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not looking it up because I don't feel like it. I think he made those movies too. So yeah, high quality director here.
Yeah.
And this movie stars Kurt Thomas, Richard Norton, Edward Bell. All right, I'm gonna try my best here. let me get a closer look at it. All right, it's Tetchi Agbayani.
Well, fuck that name up.
So throughout this review, we'll just call her the princess because
There you
that's what
go.
she is in this movie.
Tetchi Appa, she might hear this one day and be like, that's not my name.
That's not my name, motherfucker.
Sorry, we tried.
And of course, this movie is called Gymkata because it's like karate moves using gymnast moves, basically. So it's Gymkata.
Yeah, a gymnast using karate moves.
There you go.
Haha. Yeah.
And you know, the crazy thing is that the word Gymkata is never used once in this whole movie.
That's, yeah, right?
I didn't know that. I heard that. I was like, oh, that's true. I never heard it one time in the movie.
That's deep.
And right off the bat, you said this is your favorite movie we done so far.
Yes.
I love looking up stuff about this movie. Maxim Magazine, you know them, right?
Yes.
They listed this as the number 17 worst movie of all time.
Why?
Because I guess they didn't like it.
The fuck is wrong with them? Like, why? What is there not to like about this movie?
The thing about us is that we have a certain taste in movies, as they can tell from all the movies that we watched so far. Is that, see, we like the movies, the shitty movies, the
Yeah.
cult movies, the trash movies, the garbage movies, the grindhouse movies. That's what we delve into. That's why somebody asked me before, I think it was my uncle, was like, why don't y'all watch newer movies? Because I don't watch a lot of newer movies. I like older movies.
I can't tell you the last newest movie that I've seen.
What was the, oh man, now that you said that, what did I see last at the movie theater?
I think the last thing I saw was with you, that Guardians of the Galaxy. That might be the last movie I saw.
You came with us to see that?
Yeah.
The second one?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, well, the one with Ant-Man and Spider-Man, and they got that little...
That's Captain America Civil War.
Shit. Captain America. There you go.
I was like, wait a minute. Okay, well, I'm glad you said that, though, because now that
Yeah.
reminds me, the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was the last movie I saw.
Damn.
And this even, well, you saw Captain America Civil War last, and
Yeah, that's the last.
that's like a year and a half maybe
Yeah.
ago. So
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Man, we don't watch. You lied. I just thought about that.
NWA. Is that before that?
No, that's before that, I think.
Oh.
But you saw Get Out. And I think that was. I
would
think
you
that's
count that
after
as-
Civil War.
Okay.
It's a
See, I
newer
was going to
movie.
the like movie theaters.
Oh no, I'm not saying movie theater because
Ah.
I'm just saying like new shit in general, like stuff that came out. Like I think actually
Well, yeah,
it
Get
had to be
Out.
Get Out for you, and then
Get
for me
Out.
it's Guardians 2. So
Damn.
we don't watch newer movies that much.
Needless to say.
And I just saw Guardians 2 because Guardians 1 is like my favorite Marvel comic movie, even more than the Avengers.
Oh, that
Until
might
they-
offend some people.
I don't care. All right, I'll get off the bat right now. We're gonna go through all of them. All right. All right. So what's the order? Okay. Let me see. What was the first? Oh, Iron Man. Iron Man is all right. Iron Man 2 was all right. Never saw Iron Man 3.
Damn, I've seen Iron Man 3.
What'd you think about it?
It was whacker than the first two. So
That's what most people I think say about it too.
Yeah.
So that's Iron Man out the way. Captain America first movie I thought was trash. Didn't like it.
Yeah.
Captain America second movie is the shit. I love that movie. Captain America Civil War, it was cool. It's cool. So that's out the way. The Avengers I liked. It's cool. Second Avengers I thought was whack. What about you?
It was alright.
I thought it was whack.
Hit and miss points, I guess.
I was like bored watching that movie. So that's the Avengers out the way. Who else? Oh, the Incredible Hulk movie I actually liked.
The one from back in the day?
There's two of them. The one from back in the day you talking about probably I don't like. I thought that shit was boring. But then there was one that had Edward Norton in like 2009, maybe.
Did we go and see The Incredible Hulk?
I ain't never seen no Hulk movie in the theater, so it wasn't with me.
No? Who did I... Is it the... I don't know if it's the one I'm thinking about then. I don't know.
There's two Hulk movies. It's the second one. And that's the one that's connected with the Marvel movies. That one, I like that one.
No,
I actually have that movie.
I did not see that one. I saw the first one then.
Oh, well, you saw the whack one then.
Yeah.
Who else is there? Thor movie, first one. It was cool. I kind of like that
one. I fuck with Thor. Yeah, that first one.
The second one I never saw because everybody told me it was trash.
It was whack.
So you didn't. Okay, so I'm not gonna watch it then. Who else is there? Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man is like in my top 5. I love that movie.
That's pretty decent.
I like the Ant-Man more. I like Ant-Man more than the second Avengers movie. I like Ant-Man more than both Avengers movies.
Shit.
I like Ant-Man more than the Iron Man movies. I like Ant-Man more than the Thor movies. I like fucking Ant-Man.
He's my man.
What else is there? I'm trying to. I think is that all of them? Are we missing some?
Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, all the Avengers.
I just have a feeling I'm missing one. I don't know why. I don't know. That's all the ones we can think of anyway. So yeah. On that tangent. All right, let's get to fucking Gymkata. Yeah. We done went off multiple times now. Are you hiccuping again?
Yeah, I got the hiccups. Fuck. I got the hiccups.
All right, so let's get.
There's no synopsis, right?
Yeah, we don't have the back of the case on this one. So Uncle Michael just dubbed this for us to send us a copy, but I had to go on Amazon and order my copy as we watched it because I need to add this to the collection. You know it's Cold Waters, right?
Yeah.
Or do you not care? Okay.
Yeah, water.
We're gonna have another truck Turner incident here.
So we start this movie with a very, very interesting opening scene. For the first 2 or 3 minutes, it's just words in a pole beam that you see. It's just like credits.
It's a real close-up shot of like that high bar.
Yeah.
And it's like black and white, and it's like fucking Friday the 13th music playing. So it's almost like I told people like it's a horror movie about to start.
Like, it was kind of weird. We see a gymnast, that was him, right? That wasn't his dad. We see a gymnast who's just doing his thing, training for some type of games that he was selected to go to.
Yeah, same game that his father went and played in and just never came back home from.
And during while he's training, we see his father actually at the games. I guess before it was his time what do I want to say? I want to say before it was his time to go to the games. His father was younger and he had already been accepted to the games. And we see his father getting shot with an arrow as he goes across one of the challenges.
It's like a rope that they gotta climb across. And the bad guy of the movie, what is his name? It's like Samir.
Okay.
But I just like in my notes called him Sorbo because he looks just like fucking Kevin Sorbo from the Hercules TV show.
Yeah.
He just ain't got the long hair. It actually looked like, I saw Toby, he looks more like a mix of like Kevin Sorbo and Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Sorbo Norris.
Yeah.
And he's the dad is climbing on the rope and Sorbo, I would keep calling him that. Sorbo pulled out the bow and arrow and shot his dad, and he fell down into the water below. Yeah. And it cuts back to the sun.
Yeah, and then from there, I guess the movie picks up.
You know what this reminds me of, honestly? Another movie we did.
What?
It reminds me of Never Too Young to Die because look, you got the son that's the gymnast that has to go on a mission after his dad didn't finish it.
Yeah.
It's almost the same kind of setup.
Yeah.
Except as with, a spoiler, of course, but in this movie you find out the dad's not really dead. Yeah. Whereas in the Never Too Young to Die, the dad got fucking murdered.
You're dead.
That dummy got flipped super hard in that movie.
Yeah.
So it just, as I was watching, I was like, this kind of reminds me of that movie a little bit, just not as goofy. This movie is goofy though.
Yeah, it is. So we see after all that whole opening scene, first scene, we come into do they start explaining shit already? Because it's like the movie takes off very. Oh my gosh, the movie takes off very, very quickly. Like it's action within the first 5 minutes. My boy gets pussy within the first 10 minutes. Like this shit is just amazing.
Oh man, I didn't expect that.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I ain't apologizing.
Okay.
This we good.
Yeah, he goes to this, I guess, this what would you call it? A base camp.
Yeah,
I
he
guess.
does like it's like a guy giving you the mission, and he has like a mansion, and he has what is his name? Jonathan is the guy's name.
Mm-hmm.
And he has him come in there and train for the games. He's the one that tells him about the games and has him train for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a big black guy and like an Asian guy, I think, and they're like helping him train. And then there's a princess. Don't ask me what her name is because I don't remember anymore, so we just gonna call her Princess.
Yes.
She's there helping him train too because in the land where he's gonna go train at, she's the king's daughter.
So to go fight at.
Yeah, that he's gonna go fight at or whatever. Yeah, so she's there to kind of observe, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But as PJ said, he ends up getting laid with her about maybe like 5 minutes into this montage.
Yeah, it was
no
very
time
quick.
wasted. This is not John Stamos and Never Too Young to Die. There is a difference. Whereas John Stamos says, "How did you put it, PJ?" You said after apple, a water bottle, and a sharp left. Like he didn't have to do none of that. It was just come here.
Mm-hmm. The lip action. After the lip action, it was on. Mm-hmm. That was, and the funny thing is, she didn't talk to this man.
She didn't say a word
before that. Like, it was just, she was impressed with his moves, I guess. Like, the way he was training, he was just...
Because we kind of jumped ahead because he didn't immediately go smash her up. He did training first, and he was like out there getting jacked up at first. Of course, he got the classic 80s montage with music playing.
Yeah,
and he's training, and as as he's training, she would like
look out the window.
Yeah, look out and peep him out, and then he would go up to her and try and do stuff, and she would like pull out knives on him, basically saying, "Oh, you can't trust nobody."
Mm-hmm.
And so after all the training, he eventually goes up to her and then hugs her and kisses her, and she pulls out a knife, and he says something like some little smooth line. What'd he say?
Are you saying I can't be trusted? Is that what he says?
No. It's something like some things are worth getting stabbed for.
Yes.
Something like that. And I was like, yo!
Then he tossed the knife and it was on.
Get it!
Yes. And then this is when the action really picks up. Because before then, we just see him.
Oh my God.
Wow.
It's gonna be. See, Truck Turner's my favorite episode, and you hiccuped all through that, so this might have to be another favorite now. The hiccups make the episode apparently.
I'm drinking water, guys.
Just woo-side, just to breathe in, hold it, and breathe out.
I think it's when I get hype about it. Like I start. I don't know why.
Because you was hype about Truck Turner. And Manos last week you were like dead.
Yeah.
And now Gymkata got you hyped. The hiccups is coming, man.
Okay.
The hiccups will tell you if an episode will be hype or not.
Right.
Faithful listeners.
Okay. So
after that is when they go off to the little island or wherever.
Yeah, to the border of the Caspian Sea.
It's
Caspian
Carabao. On the Caspian Sea is what I guess the title said.
Nah, okay.
I looked that up and I don't know if it's a real place. And when I typed it in Google, it just brought up Gymkata, so it must be made up.
Yeah. Yeah, for real, we really don't know where, I don't know where, I guess, the actual setting of this place is in, like, real life. Like, it's so many...
It's on the Caspian Sea.
Yeah, there you go. Somewhere along there, the miles of the coast, you will find this place.
It's an island that I know I ain't going to.
Yeah, right.
I have to see this movie if it was real. Fuck that.
Yeah. So, he makes it to the sea, and he meets
his little contact there.
Yes. He brings them onto the island, and doesn't he explains off the bat as soon as he gets there what's going to happen.
The moment he gets in there, he's just telling him, like, basically the whole structure of the movie. Tells him that there's no guns allowed. If they see you with a gun, you get beheaded on sight. Gives him some... Well, I don't know. He has gadgets there, but he never gives him the gadgets.
No, that's why I don't understand.
Because he had, like, a little knife that, like, shot out when you pushed the button because a girl almost shot Jonathan with it. But, yeah, he never actually uses any of that stuff.
No.
So.
Yeah, that could have been an extra scene or a deleted scene. Like, that wasn't needed.
If it's a deleted scene, I'm sure we'll never see it because this will never get no special edition movie.
Yeah, after the explanations, we find out during the explanation, the explanation of the games, as they call it, it's the games. So we find out, what you just said, and then if you... You
want to just go ahead and explain the game now so people know what the hell we talking about?
Okay.
It's just so they know.
The game is, I would liken it to what do they call them? Triathlons or something like that. Something like that, where you got to run 5 miles first through a cornfield. Then you go up a 100-foot wall, scaling a rope. Then you, of course, run some more. You get to the thing
It's
that
a
the
bridge.
father fell off
So
of.
yeah, rope bridge.
Yeah, rope bridge. You gotta shimmy your way across that. You run some more, and you go to a crazy town.
Yeah.
And
Just a town full of crazy, like, murderous people.
yeah, and then after that, you make it back to the original spot. But the catch is, there are killers after you.
Mm-hmm. The whole time you trying to do everything.
Yeah, so when like basically the horn blows or the whistle blows, you know, you get they get their little 5-minute start or whatnot, and then the killers are sent after them. So if you're in last place, you're basically fucked.
Yeah, if they catch you, you dead.
Yeah, basically. If you deviate from the course, you will
dead.
be killed.
And if you avoid an obstacle, you're dead.
You are dead. So you must complete this whole thing.
And they got the little, like, minion guys, you know, with flags directing people which way to go and everything.
Mm-hmm. So those are the games.
Just think of it as American Gladiators, but people are trying to kill you for real.
Yeah,
we ain't got foam balls here, partner. We got knives, we got bow and arrows, we got everything.
What do you call them? Sickles? Is that
sickles? Yeah,
yes,
them got a lot of play in this movie. Because there was a part even in the beginning training montage where the guy training Jonathan was like using sickles. He was like nunchucks, and he was like swinging them dangerously close to his nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonathan, even when he just like handed it to, he's like, no. I'm good. And I was like, yeah,
Smart man.
I'm not doing that shit either, bro.
Smart man.
It ain't worth cutting my balls in half, man.
I'll take when I saw that.
I need them for the princess later.
Oh my god. When I saw that, I thought of I'll take you. I thought of the Campfire song with Wu-Tang for the one. I'll take your asshole together. Sew them shits together
No,
and
that's-
keep feeding you.
That's
And I don't-
not Campfire. That's
What is that?
That's Method Man from the first Wu-Tang Clan album.
What's the name of that song?
It's called Method Man. METHOD.
That's where he's like, I'll keep feeding you.
But they just that part's in the beginning of that song.
Ah.
Where they talking about Shaolin torture.
Yeah.
Cause that's what he was like. What? I'm so happy you brought that up. Cause that shit is the dumbest. Cause it's like the part you talking about is at the end. But it's like a whole bunch of other shit first because he was like, what did he say? He's like, I get a coat hanger and leave it on the stove for about half an hour and stick it in your ass slow like.
Yes.
He's like, yeah, I lay your nuts on the dresser, just your fucking nuts, and I smash them niggas with a spike fucking bat like pow. He's like, I fucking hang you from your dick from a fucking 12-story building.
Yes.
And then that's when he's like, I sew your asshole clothes and keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you.
Yes. So I could only picture like a Shaolin monk like just doing this shit out in when they were doing that montage. I don't know why. That was
You just imagine Shaolin monk smashing somebody's nuts with a spike bat.
Nah, when they were doing the sickle thing and he was like getting close to his nuts and his ass, like I could only think. Like I don't know. I don't
Just
know.
Method Man gonna come out there and sew homeboy ass clothes while he's Meth, stop!
Please stop it. Oh my god.
Oh, that was some random shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Our funny minds, funny
Oh my
deranged
God.
minds.
We were warped children.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were.
Warped by Wu-Tang, but it was for the children though, so it was alright.
Right. Oh my god.
Oh man, where the fuck?
Okay.
I forgot where we were.
For the third time, back to the movie.
Oh, the hiccups are doing it again. After all that, you know, he meets the contact and gets the mission, tells him what's going down. And that's when they go to the market, you know, to chill for the night before everything start. And some guy walks up on him. He's like, are you a Medican? And he's like, yeah, I am. And he like, what's he do? Did he spit at
Splash
him?
water on
He
him.
splashed water on him, that's right.
And then from there, is that the chase scene? Because he splashes the water.
Yeah,
He was
because
like, they don't like
he
Americans.
gets water splashed in his face, and his homeboy was like, "Oh, don't worry about that. It's just some anti-American sentiment. You know, they just mad." And then he just get fucking arrowed in the chest out of nowhere. Like, whoa, hold up. So
This
that's
is when Jonathan starts the Gymkatas.
honest to God. From this point on, it's just fucking action for the most part.
Yes.
Like this from this first action scene for the next. Cause I think when I checked the timer, we was only not halfway. We were 30 minutes in, almost. Like at the end of this first action scene. So I mean, for the next hour, this is just all
Straight
fighting.
action. There you go. My type of movie.
You're right.
Yeah. So he chases the So you gotta come in, because I don't know why he chases him.
He just chases them because they fucked his boy up. They shot him with the arrow.
Where do they go to? What is that?
They're just like running around the market area.
Oh, I got my scenes confused. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was saying for this scene, they just run around having their little gymkatas. Eventually, after he beats the dudes, he finds that one of the other agents on his side was like dead as fuck, like with arrows or something all coming out of his chest. And then sometime during all this, they actually kidnapped the princess too.
Yes. He keeps asking, where's the princess? But he had to, whip some ass first.
And then he had to continue to whoop ass because then they was chasing him more, and that's when they went to the high bar. And this shit had me and PJ rolling because he's just on the high bar swinging. And here's another off topic thing. You ever played a video game The Grinch on PS1?
Wow. Yeah.
The Grinch video game. A lot of that game was you swinging from pipes to jump across stuff. And when he was jumping on there, swinging on it, all I could think of was that fucking game. It's just the Grinch swinging on the post.
Yeah, what was in between two fucking walls and just yeah.
And he's just swinging on there, just every time somebody, and they're all just coming around the corner, just getting kicked in the face one by one. You would think they would learn, and you just see like a pile of dudes just on the ground. But then it's the best though because this some random guy comes with a bicycle and he just gets the shit kicked out of him too. Like, and Jonathan just has to go over and be like, "Oh shit, my bad."
Yeah, trying to help him up.
Off topic again. Damn it, man! I got to do it though because I got to tell this story. This shit is. It's funny to me. It might not be funny to everybody else. I don't give a fuck though.
Yes.
But there was in high school. There was a chick that I just got on my nerves. I couldn't stand her. She was an annoying ass girl, and
Who are we talking about?
I don't remember her name no more. But and she ain't on my Facebook for obvious reasons too. So I have no idea what her name was. But she was sorry. I can't. All right. Let me a breather. Hold on. All right. She was outside walking around. And crossing. We talked about this on the last podcast. People being in the street, not paying attention. Yeah. And she was walking out in the middle of the street, and a cat came out and hit her. He didn't smash her. She didn't get like super injured, but she just got like a little bump, and she hit the ground. And the person drove off, but then they stopped and reversed, and they came back and they rolled the window down, stuck their head out, and just kind of was like, "Oh, my bad." And just banged out. And it was the fucking... man, when I tell you, I couldn't stop laughing.
Damn.
My fucking head was hurting. I laughed so hard. Because it's just like, what? It's like they just rolled back. Are they bleeding? Nah, they all right.
Nah.
All right, my bad, bro. And then banged out.
Damn.
It was crazy.
Damn.
In broad daylight. And like during like after school hours. So it was mad people on the street.
Like on the Happy Dragon side.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's deep.
It was the best.
Deep.
Not for that person, but for me, it was the best.
Oh my god!
And I just had to bring that up because it was the same thing in this movie where he accidentally kicked that guy on the bicycle that just walked over to him and was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and it was like, "Oh, you all right?" and just walked off.
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
Oh, we're full of stories today, man.
Yeah, all right. And then after that ass whooping scene, when does he wake up in the
Oh yeah, you going ahead? It's He finds out, like I said, the princess is kidnapped, and their contact guy over there is like, oh, she's in this mansion that's like a terrorist training camp. Mm-hmm. And he's like, all right, well, I'm about to go get her. And dude's like, wait, what? I just told you it's a terrorist training camp.
Yeah.
He like, nah, I gotta go get that. So he goes there, and there's like when they have more gymkatas, and they have a shootout, and he ends up killing he kills a good amount of people in there. Yeah, she shoots some people too.
With the guns.
It ain't just gymkata, it's also gun kata.
Yeah.
But then after he gets the princess, he goes back to that contact, and it's like, hey, I got her. And the guy's like, hey, that's what's up, and pulls a gun on him.
Yeah.
And then
back at the main base where they first came. Yeah.
So they get betrayed by homeboy. Mm-hmm. But then he gets immediately killed. I mean, immediately.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he got his last whole word out before he got shot.
You're done.
And it ended up being the guy that was the main training guy that sent him on the mission. That guy, he came and he said some little line like, oh, I can't trust everybody or something like that. Yeah. So then they have more fight scenes, but then homeboy ends up getting like knocked in the back of the head, I think it was, and got knocked out, and that's how he got captured and woke up at the enemy base.
Yes. So at the enemy base, he takes he wakes up to this ugly ass. She looks like a Russian woman, but
I didn't know if it was a man or a woman at first.
Yeah. Wakes up to her over there trying to heal him. And
that's when the Samir guy, the Kevin Sorbo dude, comes in there and is just like telling him about everything. And Jonathan's like, "Yo, where the princess at though?" And then Samir kind of gives him a look like, and just walks off. You'll find out why later in the movie.
Yeah. For some reason, I can only get I can't get the action scenes out of my head.
Because this movie was like 90% action scenes.
Yeah, like I'm trying to follow the plot, but I just remember ass whooping like every scene. It was something. I wish you guys could like, I don't know, somehow see the scenes. Because, us talking about it, I feel it isn't doing it justice. Like, people got their ass beat, but it's the way it happened. It's the setup of it. It was I don't know. Just great cinematography. Is that
cinematography? Yeah, the camera shots and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
yeah.
it. Great cinematography. That was throughout this movie.
I never expected a rant and rave like this for Gymkata.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know what.
I'm sure most people don't expect it either. But see, that's why we're different.
Yes.
I'm sure they didn't expect the rant and rave we gave Truck Turner last.
Yeah, right. What the fuck is wrong with them? Hey.
That's a good movie. Fuck them.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that, they basically go over all the rules of the game, which we already told you, so we won't go back into that again. And they have, I guess it's a pre-game, like the pre-show, where they get I think it's 3 prisoners, and they basically make them run through the game, and they have all the players watch basically what's going to happen to them or how this shit can play out.
And they're all on horseback in order to follow them.
Yeah, so all the players and the bad guy, they're all on horseback watching the prisoners just run around and shit. The first guy gets killed because he basically just falls behind, so he just gets, does he get arrowed or stabbed? Stabbed, okay.
Spear type thing.
Also, yeah, because the second prisoner got arrowed I think he got arrowed on the ropes. Like they had to climb a rope to get to the top of a mountain, and he got arrowed like halfway up. But then the third guy, was trying to get across the arrow bridge, and he got arrowed, and we got a dummy kill.
Yes.
And if you know this show, we love us some damn dummy kills. Still. Not as good as Truck Turner.
No.
We're going to keep record. We're going to try and find one that's better, but this ain't it. But it's good, though. You just see a dummy just like fall real stiff and just splat.
Yeah, and I think some rocks down below.
And I think the head even exploded.
Yeah. All right, funny thing I want to point out during this scene, I don't know if there was a way to get edited out, but I'm pretty sure this wasn't supposed to happen. When they first let the guys go, they cut a rope. They were attached at the neck. So they sent them running basically as soon as the king cut the rope. The bad guys, I guess, went running, and the horses came after them. And we see like in the far right hand corner.
No, it's actually kind of in the center.
Is it in the center?
It's more in the center. It's like more to the right, but it's in the center.
Yeah, okay. On the right of the center, we see a guy get run over by a horse.
Get knocked the fuck over.
Yeah, that clearly was not meant to happen because that shit looked like it hurt.
It was funny.
Like the horse really ran into him, knocked him down, and he rolled a couple times. Like that's what. That shit was not.
I'm glad you remember that because I forgot all about that.
Shit was funny. That was weak. But yes. So all of those guys
are dead as fuck.
And didn't make it halfway through well, I guess the rope thing is halfway through the course.
Yeah, because after the ropes is the city, then after the city is pretty much
good.
Yeah.
Okay. So
they got a little bit halfway.
Okay. But needless to say, they're all dead.
Yeah.
So we go back to the town. And they're having a celebration, a celebratory,
little party
feast.
Before the thing. Yeah, last meal for a lot of people.
Feast. And here it gets interesting between Jonathan and the princess.
Oh yeah,
because we see Jonathan off in the corner, kind of secluded at the end of the table. Everybody else is having a good time, having a party, and we see what are they? Suitors? Is that what you call
suitors?
A person?
What do you mean?
A person who's bound to be wed by somebody.
Oh, a suitor. Yeah.
Is that we see the princess's suitor or whatever he was. Does he have a title or is he just?
It was Samir is his name. I don't know what the hell his title was. I don't remember anymore. It was some kind of. He was something because the reason that the king wanted the princess to marry him is because it was like some kind of political thing.
Yeah.
So he was something. I just honestly don't remember what it was.
Well, we'll call him the suitor then.
Just call him Sorbo like I've been calling.
Yeah. He catches the princess and Jonathan making eye contact from across the table, like all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets up, you know, being the masculine man that he is, and does some what do you call those?
Size.
Size?
Yeah.
Size?
Yeah, size. I think that's what they're all pretty.
Sizes?
No, it's just sizes.
I don't know.
I just say size. I think that's what you call them.
All right. Well,
if you know Mortal Kombat,
size.
there's little swords Melina has in Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
I think they're called size.
Yes, he has those. He starts doing some cool tricks, you know, showing off for people, and then he sends them straight next to Jonathan's head.
Right to the nearest face.
And he walks over. What does he say?
Oh fuck! Something in a threatening manner.
Yes. Something about his girl. You know, he knows the eyes. He catches the eyes.
Oh, he says like she's mine. That's what he says.
Yeah. So he caught the eyes. Let him know he caught the eyes. You know, this is my woman. We're about. And then she's mine. And then. He walks back over to the princess, and the king announces that they're going to be married after the games tomorrow.
Yep.
So, of course, you know, Jonathan has a problem with this.
It's salty.
Yeah, he doesn't understand why at first before the princess comes in. Did I skip ahead?
You skipped ahead, but it's all right.
Yeah.
No, it's just cool. But the only other thing with that scene before you skip ahead is that it was funny because there was like some big guy. I think they called him Thor throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And Jonathan gets up and he's like, "Hey, I know you. I've been a fan of yours since or whatever." And then Thor just like ignores the fuck out of him, just like sandbags everything he just said. So Jonathan just kind of like slinks back down in his seat in the corner. And this happens after the thing with the princess. So just Jonathan is just like super salt all around.
Right. He has the like true underdog feel going into the next day.
He's getting no love in this scene at all. Because then in this same scene, he was salty again because he asked the king about his dad. Yeah. He's like, "Yo, my dad came here to play the games. You know what happened to him?" And the dude just looks at him kind of with a like sad face, like, "Your dad was a great contender,
right,
or a player, or whatever."
Right.
So your girl getting married, your idol or whatever don't give a fuck about you, and your dad dead as fuck. All around salt.
That's a strikeout. That's 3 for 3, my man.
Get your ass out.
Whew. Before that night is up, he goes back to that's where it happens. He goes back to the place where the princess was being held.
He's got a little room in the king's castle that he's staying in.
Yeah. So he goes, and the lady who was helping him, the lady looked like she was from Russia.
The ugly chick.
He pulls a knife on her. And he says, basically, take me to the princess's room. So, you know, she takes him and she tells him, don't be afraid. And
no, he tells her, don't be afraid. He tells her,
don't be afraid.
Yeah,
tell the princess.
It was weird because he like, take me to a room, and then he gets to the room.
Hands her the knife.
Yeah, gives her the knife and says, don't be afraid, and tell the princess to meet me outside. Like, did you motherfucker didn't just do the knife thing at the door and just be like, hey, go do that, I'm going to be outside.
Right.
So, I don't know, that was weird.
She would have been scared. Either way.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know.
Either way. The princess meets Jonathan outside, and here we find out that she doesn't really want to marry this man. It's just
being forced on her.
Yeah, because of, like you said, the political aspect, and that they were going to join forces and create what is it? Not the New World Order, but a new...
Oh, shit. Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall coming. Yeah, right? Oh, shit. Yo, y'all need to get married if that's what's going to happen.
It was the new something.
World Order.
Yeah, right?
Oh, shit.
It was something. Basically, you know, they were going to join forces and create this new, what do I want to say? A new era for them.
Pretty much,
yeah,
I guess.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
New era. Okay.
And she was saying something about there was some people that were getting killed because they wanted the village to move into the 20th century. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I don't fucking remember.
And the father, I remember that part, man. For some reason. The father really wasn't keen to the 20th century ideas.
Okay, that's what it was, okay.
Because, you know, him being the king, you know, he's raised them from greatness. You know, everything that he has been doing has been working. However, this new guy, you know, he has great ideas, and people who have gone against them have died, more or less. So they're just joining forces. So
it's just all bad, man. It don't need to happen.
Yeah, during that time, some more Gymkata shit happens.
No. It's a quick Gymkata because he tells her to go back, and he was gonna go the other way, but then he sees two guards running toward her, so he just does this fucking super flip, like almost like a moonsault, and he hits the two dudes, and they just kind of just fall down. I don't even know if he really hit them. He just kind of moonsaulted into the middle of them, and they look like they just fell over. It was fucking hilarious.
Boom, boom. We don't want those problems. That might have been what it was.
They was like, oh shit, he got Gymkata. We don't want Gymkata.
Play dead. Yes. Yeah. And then
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
After that scene,
The real game starts for them. Like,
woohoo.
And Samir immediately breaks the rules because as the game starts, you know, all the players are running, and Jonathan ends up falling over, and the dude that he was all gushing over at the party, kicks him right in his fucking face. Yeah. And so after a while, Samir is like, all right, let's go chase him. And the king is like, no, you can't wait for my command. You gotta give him a good enough head start. You breaking the rules. And they just basically say, fuck you.
Shit. We going. He really wanted him dead.
Yeah, he was banging his girl up in America. He like, nah, I gotta get this dude.
Yeah, so the game starts. We
the first player is like not that long after killed by arrow.
Yeah.
And Jonathan's still like telling in the back, and he gets to the ropes, and he's climbing it. And Samir, I don't know why he didn't just shoot his ass with the arrow like they did the first guy that got killed, but he lights the rope on fire. So John has to climb the ropes before the fire catches him. Yeah. And he ends up getting up there. So Samir's salty. He like, damn it, all right, let's go.
And then like it's a chase scene. He gets to the in between the next scene and this scene, there's a quick fight.
Is there?
Isn't it? Isn't that was before the bridge? Or was that after the bridge? That fight between the big man and the
no, that's later. That's way later.
Shit.
Yeah, I was confused. Like what?
Damn.
No, because after he gets up there, a second player got like speared in his back. And so he was there. Yeah, because they were running together, and John was like, all right, come on, we gotta go. And then a fucking spear flies like off screen, and then you see that as he's running the dead body laying there. So that's two people gone already.
And immediately.
And then they get to the rope bridge, and one of the players is crawling across there, but then one of the goons hits him in the face with a hammer, and he falls off, and that's when we get the second dummy kill in the movie.
Yes. That one wasn't as good as the first one.
Nah, it wasn't as good.
Needless to say, it was still a dummy kill, so points for that.
Exactly. We got two. I think this first movie we got two.
Yeah, it is.
So we going.
It is.
And then John finally gets to the rope bridge where the guy just got hammered on, and he's like, I don't know why he's like climbing real fucking slow for some reason. He's like playing around like, because at first he's climbing just with his hands, and he like climbing with his legs on the rope. Then he just kind of positions himself multiple times. He's slow as fuck, and that gives Sorbo or Samir time to get to the rope, and he like chops it. And so the rope, falls, but then John had got pretty much almost all the way across it, yeah. So he just kind of repelled a little bit the rest of the way. And the guy with the hammer tries to hit him. He dodges it and throws him down, but we don't get a third dummy kill. They don't show him hit the ground, so that sucks.
Boo.
Last one wasn't that good. I still liked another one.
Right. And needless to say, the chase continues.
And this is the part where Thor and the Asian guy fight that you were just talking about.
Yeah, it's a quick fight scene, because if you're not first, you're last, and you're going to die. So he said, let me just go ahead and take him out.
He takes off his belt and then chokes the dude out with it. And it's funny because now knowing how the movie ends with his dad being one of the guards and helping him at the end, there's a guard like across the way watching it. And he kind of like, he has his arm up with the flag telling him which way to go. And then after he kills, he just kind of puts his arm down real slow. Like, he's just like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, that's what's up. So I was wondering if that was his dad or not.
Could have been. Oh, after that,
After that's when they go into the Mortal Kombat fight.
Yeah. They in the woods. Jonathan is right behind Thor now, and Thor's like, you're not finishing this. And boom, more Gymkata's fight scene. Winds up getting, from his training, in that montage, he was told a lot of things. One of the things was, listen to the wind of the axe as it comes down. The guys that were chasing him, they had arrows, and he was smart enough to hear the wind from the arrows, and one of the arrows actually hit Thor in the chest. So Jonathan didn't have to finish him off. He just kind of fell. Jonathan kept running, and Thor... It shows him run off, but you see him break the arrow out of his chest.
No, he doesn't break the arrow. Remember, because I was complaining about that. I was like, usually in these movies, the guys break the arrows.
Yeah, that's
but
what
his was like just sticking out the whole time.
Yeah, he just broke the tail part off of the arrow.
He gets to the city of crazies, as they call it.
Yeah. in there.
This is a long ass little sequence here too.
Yes, it is.
Cause like he's running around and it's like all quiet and it's weird music playing and I think in the background you hear like weird like weird shit in the background. And he sees a guy like sharpening a knife. And then he sees like a dog out there and it's just real weird.
The dog was drinking blood.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it was drinking blood.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And he tries to go into a door and open it. And then a fucking like spike strip comes out and he has to hurry up and dodge that. So they even got traps all over the place out here. And then eventually a crazy guy attacks him. And then I don't know what the fuck exactly happened, but he grabs a pole and his hand like gets stuck or something. I don't know how it got stuck.
If it was too hot or if it was too cold or
I
if
don't
it
know.
was
Maybe it was too cold because we didn't say this earlier, but during the party scene when the king was talking, like it was like mad steam coming out of his mouth, like it was freezing out there. So maybe it was real cold, like Christmas Story. His hand got stuck like the kid's tongue did or something.
Yeah.
But the crazy ends up like fucking cutting his hand off, and it stays stuck on the thing. So the guy runs off like crying, like with his hand gone. And then he's still walking around, and then in the background you see there was one player that he was getting kind of cool with. And he's like dead as hell, like up against the wall with like spears and knives and shit sticking out of him. So that's like the 5th person dead now.
Yeah.
And he's still walking around, and eventually fucking Thor pops up.
Yeah.
Cause I honestly thought he had died because they didn't show the body hit the ground or nothing.
Right.
So I should have known, but yeah, he comes back. And so he's chasing him for a while, but then some crazy people start chasing him too. And they end up at a damn pig pen. Jonathan's climbing out of a window and Thor's behind him, but he kicks Thor. He falls down into the pigs. And like 3 dudes just come and pitchfork his ass. So now he dead.
Number 6.
Number 6, yep. And then from this moment on, like the whole fucking city is just like swarming now.
After him. They all came out. I don't know where the fuck they were for the first 5 minutes, but they like trapped his ass for real.
And he got to like I don't know what the things are called. Like
I swear it's a horse something or a saddle something. I don't.
Gymnast saddle, saddle post, something like.
Yeah.
If y'all know what we talking about, then okay, it was like a little. All right. Let me try to think. Like a barbecue pit with handles on the top of it.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like. And he starts doing like fucking gymnast combos, looking like he like break dancing shit on the top of there. He just people are just like they all got weapons, but they all just keep running up like 1 or 2 at a time, getting kicked in the face.
Yeah.
And instead of all just rushing him with the fucking pitchforks and knives, like just stabbing him.
Right. And then eventually he has enough of that, I guess. He got tired and
he runs off.
Yeah, runs off, breaks through the crowd, runs off, and gets to this wall.
He runs. He's like the people are chasing him, and now dogs are chasing him. He runs into a dead end. So he kind of like just like puts his back against the wall and his legs, and he's like trying to climb up. And there's like 2 windows, and they're barred, and he can't get them open. And then the movie goes into like slow motion. And you see a guard is walking toward him, like on the roof above, and you think he gonna kill him, but he actually ends up helping him up. And you come to find out, he takes his mask off, and it's his dad. He didn't die in the beginning.
Boom. And from there, what happened after that?
After that scene, they talk for a minute, but then it cuts to the princess and her dad, the king.
Yeah.
And the princess is telling him, like, Samir is tripping. He trying to take power from you. And your people ain't listening to you no more. Because there's some people that work for the king that are like just normal looking people, but then there's a lot of them that wear the black outfits and the mask. And she basically saying like all the cats with the black masks on are like working for Samir. They not paying you no mind no more. And so she's like, the American's the only one that can help us. So they're like, all right, and they go to leave, and then the guys in the black suits actually start attacking him and the princess. So they start fighting their way outside.
Yeah.
And then when they get outside, I think the king is telling them like, they betrayed us.
Yeah,
seize them is what he said.
Seize them. There you go.
So then you got the king's people and Samir's people fighting.
I feel like I don't know. Like that's where the action stopped for real.
No,
there was more.
Son, it actually does not. It does not stop. I'm telling you, because after that happens, that's when you cut back to it's like a quick scene. But it's technically action though, because he's talking to his dad, and as he's talking to him, Samir and his people are coming up behind him, and he arrows his dad in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then he runs over to him and starts fighting them. Then I think does he get on the horse?
Yeah.
He gets on the horse and like drives off. Rides off. Samir chases him, and that's when they go right into their fight scene. The little final fight.
Yeah, the final fights. Yeah.
So John, using his Gymkata on Sorbo. Samir. I got calling him that. So as at first Samir's like whooping his ass, but then eventually, the Gymkata, his bar levels up. He starts doing specials and combos.
Yeah.
He gets he uses his legs to like breaks Samir's neck, right?
Yep.
He does like
Get down,
Sonya.
start wrestling, yeah.
He did like Sonya in the Mortal Kombat movie, almost the same exact way she killed him in that movie.
Yeah.
He kills Samir in this one.
Break your fucking neck.
Iron Sheik be proud.
Yeah.
Break your fucking back. Make you humble.
Yeah. So that's the bad guy that is officially dead.
So the bad guy's a rap, and then you cut back, and the princess and her pops is out there still fighting ninjas. But eventually, the king's people get the upper hand. And then John ends up riding back with his dad, who still ain't dead. His dad is fucking strong, man. That's a tough ass dude.
Yeah.
You got shot with an arrow in the chest in the beginning.
He came back with it in his chest, didn't he?
Was this
the arrow in his back? It was in his back.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He got shot in the front, fell down a cliff, survived. Got shot in the back with an arrow, still got it in your back, survived. That's a tough ass little dude.
Yeah. And then from there it was
that's
happy
the
endings
end of
for
the
real.
movie.
Yeah. They ride back into town. Hey.
The princess is happy she ain't got to marry old boy.
Right. The king is happy. His kingdom is safe
his
from
again.
being taken over. Boom.
That's a wrap. That's Gymkata.
Gymkatas.
Is it everything you'd hoped it'd be, PJ?
Yes, it is. This movie is. I was really reserving this for like a very, very good movie, but it gets 2 thumbs up. And on a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh shit.
This. Like I really want to give it a 10, but I don't know what it's not to say it's missing anything, but I feel like maybe it's like the it factor that it just didn't have in order to give it a 10. But it's definitely a strong 9.
Okay.
Like if it had the it factor, whatever that is, because I don't know what it is, then that would be a 10. But it's a strong 9 and 2 thumbs up. Action all the way through. Did not disappoint. Yes. You should definitely watch this movie. Even from 1985. Like I said earlier, it was 1985. But this is... Like you can't really tell, with the action. The only way you could tell it's from 1985 is the graphics, the sound levels,
Oh, that's something we gotta talk about before you really get into it more, because the fucking sound in this movie, like maybe I might not be the guy that talk about, sound mixing, because I might not be the best at it myself right now. But there was legit parts where you didn't know what the fuck people were saying, because the music and the background sound effects are just like blasting.
Yes, that's all you hear.
It's like you try to have a conversation with somebody in the car, and the car pull up next to you just with the music just bumping. Like, I don't know what the hell you just said. There's parts of this plot I had to look up on Wikipedia because I just didn't hear what the fuck was going on. So yeah, that's a negative in my book.
Yeah, maybe that's what. Yeah, maybe if everything was smooth, I would have got it perfect. But there was just certain points, But other than that, I'm very, very pleased with this movie. Very pleased.
So Gymkata is your favorite movie so far?
Thus far is. Yes. It goes Gymkata, then Truck Turner.
Okay.
Yeah. What would you rate this movie?
All right. See, I'm not as enthusiastic about it as you, Fee. Honestly, God, this might be the first one we have because usually we about the same rating every time, or close to it. The Super Mario Brothers was the only one I think where you gave it like a 2 and I gave it like a 6.
Yeah.
And so you gave it a 9.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. This is the thing about it. The movie has a lot of action in it, but I hate to say it's kind of like repetitive type action. It's Gymkata. It's not like a lot. There's like a little gunfight in the beginning. But I mean, that's why I say I can't knock it too much because it is just straight action going on. The plot is almost fucking irrelevant. It's the most dangerous game. If you know that story, you know. This movie is actually based on a fucking book too. I saw at the end of the credits, and it's not the book I thought it would be. Like, hold on, what is the name of the fucking book that this is based on? I guess you get that dude his props. This movie is based on The Terrible Game by Dan Tyler Moore, originally published in 1957. So, it's based off a book, but the story is pretty much basic shit here. If I had to give it, I give it a thumb up. I give it a thumb up because it's cool. But if I had to give it a score out of 10,
drum roll, please.
I'm gunning for like a 6.
Oh, shit.
It's just like average for me, average action movie from the 80s. Like if this is something where it's like if it's on like a little cable TV station, ain't nothing else on, I'll watch it and laugh at it. Yeah, I'll buy the DVD for $5. But other than
let
that,
me go with an 8.
No.
Because
no,
I'm thinking now of action, like I'm thinking of Ip Man, I'm thinking of The Raid, I'm thinking of like action movies that really had me like on the edge of my seat type, and this wasn't that. So I retract the 9.
Okay.
It gets a strong 8.
You sure?
It's a strong 8. I can't retract.
Don't just change it because I give it a 6.
No, because I started like you said,
Okay.
like you know the action like it's repetitive. It is. And like The Raid, like certain action movies that I have seen, I've been more on the edge than I was with this one. This was just good action, I guess. Like it was all good action, just the repetitiveness, like you said. Like it wasn't anything new for the most part. It was all the same.
Pretty
so strong
much.
8. Okay.
So yeah, you give it an 8. I give it a 6.
Strong 8.
It's still not terrible though. I mean,
Yeah.
Equilibrium and Manos still remain the worst movies we reviewed. So this, this is a dumb question, but Manos still the worst movie.
Fuck yeah.
Just gotta ask, just for the episode's sake.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, so let me throw a little scenario on you real quick.
Oh shit.
You're gymnast, you're Gymkata man. You get put on them. Hey, there's this game. Your dad played it. He never came back though, and we want you to go play the game. Choose your own adventure. Do you go?
Fuck no.
No, even to find out like if your dad was still alive or not.
Nope.
So, damn.
I'm sorry, pops. I figure if you ain't make it back, I don't know how good my chances are. So I'm gonna stay right here in the U.S. of A.
The last 2 episodes, I've tried to see if the stereotype was true, and it's been turning out true both times. With Matos, I asked him, "Would you go to the Valley Lodge?" No. Okay. With this movie, I honestly thought you would say yes, honestly, but would you go play this game in this other country? No. So the stereotype is true that black people ain't fucking around with that bullshit.
When one thing goes wrong, that's it. Hang it up.
My dad went and never came back. Okay.
Yep. He was a good man.
So even if you had the cute little Playboy, because the chick in this movie was a Playboy model, I read. So even if the cute little Playboy model, that wouldn't even get you to go. Find you one here in America.
Nah, yeah, that ain't worth my life. You cute and all, you gave it up in the first 5 minutes I knew you, but shit.
You easy, girl, but
yeah, that don't mean you worth my life. Yep.
So in the second movie starring PJ, it's like another 5-minute movie, pretty much.
Basically.
I'll open with you on the high bar doing swings. Cut to, hey, I got a mission for you. Dad did it, and he ain't come back though. We want you to do it.
That would be it.
Roll credits.
Yep.
Back to the shadow.
Another no name.
We're gonna find a movie that PJ would like be involved in. I'm gonna force him to do one.
Yeah, that's not it. This one is not it. That's the new goal. That's the new goal.
I'm getting new goals every episode now. First, one goal is to find a movie worse than Manos. Oh no, sorry, I take that back. The first goal is to see if there's a dummy kill better than the one in Truck Time.
Yes.
Second goal is to find a movie worse than Manos for PJ. And now the third one is to find a movie that PJ would actually be involved in.
Go back for a second time or something. Or would I do that? So far, hell no.
So no, we ain't going to the Valley Lodge and we ain't going to Karabal on the Caspian Sea. But once again, though, I have to give props to the Uncle Michael, man, because he had. Well, I mean, I knew about this movie because of him, because years ago, just like with Mystery Science Theater, let me get background on this. As a kid, my Uncle Michael would always bring movies and stuff over for us to watch on big holidays. And that's how I got into Mystery Science Theater, because I was a kid. And he would bring the Mystery Science Theater tapes over, and all the adults would watch it and laugh. All the kids, we were running around playing video games and stuff. But one day I was just curious. I'm like, what are they down here watching? I'm like, probably like 10 years old or so. So I'm like, what are they watching? Let me go down here and see. And I was never liking the shit too. Like laughing at it. I didn't get half the jokes at the time because I was a fucking kid.
Yeah.
But that's how I got into that. And then I got Gymkata because he would bring movies over as I got older. And it was Thanksgiving. I was up in my room. And he's like, hey, I got this movie. I think it was 2 movies actually. It was a movie called King Kong Lives, which will be on this show one day.
Oh shit!
Because it's Japan King Kong fighting a Mecha King Kong.
How the fuck does that work?
You will find out in the future.
Oh shit!
So keep an eye out for King Kong Lives. And is it King Kong Lives? Now that I'm thinking about it, fuck. Hold on. Now I gotta make sure. Now I don't want to be butchering the fucking name. She was like, that's not the name of that movie.
Get it right.
That hustle guy Brent doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Oh, I fucked up. I remember it's King Kong Escapes, I think. Hold on, fuck. Let me just look it before I fuck up.
Survey says
It's King Kong Escapes. Okay, that's okay. See, I remembered it at the last second. Oh, King Kong Lives is a movie. Okay, so I'm not tripping. It's just not. It just wasn't the movie I was thinking of. Oh, that's
86.
Yo, I know this movie too, and we might have to watch this King Kong movie too.
I got a 3.8 out of 10. Oh,
we might have to. And it just King Kong falls from the Twin Towers and appears to be alive. However, his heart is failing. Oh, this is. Oh, okay, I remember King Kong Lives Now. It's a sequel. Late 70s, early 80s, they remade King Kong, and that's a sequel to it. That's what that is. Okay, so yeah, I need to procure me a copy of that as well. I'm hyped now, as I forgot about those movies. I got the list continues to grow day by day.
Shit. Okay.
Do you out there? Do y'all like Gymkata? Let us know over on Twitter at HVH Podcast, and that's capital H, capital V, capital H, capital P, lowercase Oddcast. And over on Facebook, we are facebook.com/HVH Podcast. And to find our main feed, where we our base of operations, we are at homevideohustle.podbean.com.
Yes.
That's like where you can fly it. That's the easiest way to find our episodes. We're on iTunes too. I have no idea what the URL is. Just go to iTunes podcast and search Home Video Hustle. We are there.
Yes.
And while we're on the topic of iTunes, it'd be lovely. We'll be your best friend if you leave us a good review and a 5-star on iTunes.
Please.
So that we can get more visibility on there.
Please.
And you can even leave comments to us on Podbean, because I said Podbean is where I'm usually at. So if you leave a comment, I'll see it. I'll reply back to you. We show love. We can go back and forth. We become buddies, and we get some shit going.
Thank you, as always, for listening to us rant and rave about the latest movie. Not latest.
Yeah, I just realized your hiccups on the way too.
Yes, I had to calm down.
Okay, so I was about to say with Truck Turner, we didn't de-hype it all.
Yeah, I got half a water bottle done,
And usually I like to try and maybe keep it a secret about these movies, but I like dropping little hints though.
Okay.
The thing is, there's 2 movies I'm deciding between for next week.
Oh shit.
And you know what? Okay, we'll do this live on the microphone. I'll let PJ decide by my simple description.
Okay.
First movie I want to do, I'm thinking about. It's an older guy in a real crime-ridden city fighting gangsters, and eventually has the whole city behind him helping. And the end of the movie is just a big scene where it's just city versus gangbangers.
Okay.
The second movie I want to watch, I don't remember as much about it because it's been years since I looked at it, but it's fucking nuts. I think it's aliens come from space and they possess a vacuum cleaner. And
that's it.
And the vacuum cleaner kills people, and there's a scene where a girl has sex with said vacuum cleaner.
Let's watch that one.
That's the one you want to watch.
That's the one I want to watch. That seems like some weird shit.
So if you, from that description, want to hear what in the hell I'm talking about, I'm looking at the DVD right now. It's in my stack of movies over there. PJ's trying to see what it is. You can't. The whole title's not showing at the moment. It's behind the TV.
See it. Damn.
But believe me, you'll want to hear about it. I haven't seen this in a long time. And I remember having my mom watch this movie with me and her just being like, what the fuck?
Might have to get a what the fuck count.
I was about to say, we're going to have a WTF count on that one because it's going to be high.
Oh,
like I said, I don't remember much about it. I just remember, all I can ever remember is a sex scene with the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, man. Okay. Yep, that's right up the weird alley. Let's do that one.
So yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, I'm debating, should I give them the title so maybe they can watch it beforehand and then they can come listen to us talk about it? How you think we should go about this? Because I know podcasts that do either or. What should we do though? Should we just leave them with the description and let them figure it out?
Description again.
You sure?
Or either.
Because maybe they want to watch it ahead of time, but then they can always see the title and be like, "Oh, okay, let me watch that first and then play it." So,
There you go.
Okay, I'll do it like this. This time, we'll do like Pete said. We'll tell you when it happens, or I'll tell you sometime during the week. Write us on Twitter. Leave us a comment on Podbean. Leave us some on iTunes, whatever you want to do. Let us know. Would you rather us tell you the movie that's coming up beforehand?
Yes.
So you guys maybe have a chance to watch it or do whatever? Or do you just want to wait until Friday every week and just find out then? Let us know because I'm curious about that.
Let us know, please.
And until next time when we watch somebody have sex with a vacuum cleaner, I'm Brent.
This is PJ.
Have a good rest of the week. Have a good day. Try not to, melt out here in this fucking 90 whatever degree weather.
All right, stay cool, my friends.
Because here where we at, it's 90 something. So I know in those other hotter parts of the country or wherever you at,
y'all are melting.
It's all bad.
Go fry some steak on the sidewalk.
everybody got, you know, the sweat dripping out their balls out there. So we just want everybody to keep cool, man. Turn the AC on, keep a fan on. Don't get no heat stroke. Because if you get the heat stroke, then you probably can't listen to next week's show.
And we need you.
Yeah, you got to hear that, man.
We need you.
So with that, we will see you next Friday.
Thanks as always.
Peace.
Peace.